All right, excuse the lighting here. Moving forward, I'm happy with the coil so far. There's other element materials and other I've been looking at, but I'm going to stick with this coil as of now unless I run into problems. So my next generation concept is to put two coils in a concrete box. I'm thinking that concrete is our best bet. It's non-conductive. I've watched another video. They're using concrete to hold this extremely hot sand in. And then put the R50 insulation. So I'm going to have this box. It doesn't necessarily have to be that shape, but the internal, similar to my two-can system, except it's going to be a two concrete box system instead. Two coils. Rough drawing. I'm sorry about the rough drawing. 40 gallons of sand, plus or minus. This is going to go in my workshop. Still outdoors, somewhat testing, but moving up into the usable range here. Now I'm going to push the limits again a little more because we need to know if we can get away with this. So I'm going to wire this up to 180 volts DC because these coils aren't red hot. I removed the sand and it was midday, not lately, but a week ago or so. And it wasn't red hot. I could actually touch it and move my hand real fast. So it has more potential. So the element I'm using is rated at 2,350 watts and 240 volts. And that equals out to be 9.79 amps. Or 1,765 watts, 208 volts, 8.48 amps. So they're specifying less amperage as you get the lower voltage. And I'll be in that range. I'm sure I'm fine with this next configuration of 1,020 watts and 180 volts. So that equals out 5.66 amps. I think that should be fine. So the coils will be replaceable. I'm going to use I'm using the solar panels I have. So they're 60 volts each. This is in a previous video. And 85 watts each. So I can make this configuration of 1,020 watts, which I think is adequate and not too much because this thing is rated at higher wattages and higher voltages. So I think it'll hold up fine. And I'll get the correct wire and make sure the connections are good. But we won't have any metal to worry about getting electrocuted with this concrete. So that's I think the concrete is great. And I like concrete.